Hi there, this is Thomas Ellenberg, talking to you from Waikiki, Honolulu, Hawaii, which is about as far away from Washington, D.C. as you can get and still be in the 50 states. I would just wanted to thank you for the great videos, especially the clip from Network and the one about Fox with all the, when he says shut up, shut up, shut up. Great videos. I mean, it really is time for us to wake up. We absolutely have to wake up because we've been taken over by some people with some real dark agendas. And that's one of the reasons why I moved out here to the Hawaiian Islands, because even though it was taken over by greedy businessmen and the beautiful, kind, and loving Queen Liliuokalani, was overthrown, there still is an ambiance here, a connection with nature, a connection with the life force, a connection with the reason that we're alive, which is to enjoy this gift of life. I need to turn down my radio here. I love listening to that local radio. Anyway, just wanted to thank you for this very insightful video. We really do need to wake up and realize that we have been mind controlled ever since we were little kids. In fact, I was a teacher for over 35 years, started in the Peace Corps, taught in the Teacher Corps, very dedicated, worked for many years in the public school systems, mainly in San Francisco, taught every grade from kindergarten through 8th grade, and like Neo in the Matrix, I woke up. And what I discovered when I woke up was that the school system had turned into, although there are some really great teachers, but the school system, generally speaking, especially under the control of the Republicans, has turned into a brainwashing outreach program for the military-industrial complex. It is a military mindset. It's an orientation towards capitalism as the only way of looking at life. And from the time children are allowed into school, brought into school, forced into school, I should say, we were all forced. There's no freedom there. Thank God there are some homeschooling programs mushrooming around the country, and I totally support that. In fact, I wrote a book about that. Chapter 10 of my book, Uncle Tom's Classroom, this is my book, is about opening up your own homeschool of the cosmic super self, because what I discovered teaching was that children come into the system knowing that they are really the center of the universe. They know they are the universe. They know they are the life force. They know they are consciousness. They know that they are, as quantum physicists say, the ultimate eye observer. And they know that they're here to have fun. They know they're here to enjoy life. They know that they're here to enjoy sex and sensuality. They're here to enjoy all of the gifts that this wonderful planet offers. And let me tell you, it is a beautiful, beautiful planet. In chapter 10 of my book, I actually talk about many curricular ideas that I used in the school system to wake up kids from the brainwashing. The reason I called the book Uncle Tom's Classroom was because I realized, to my own chagrin, that as a dedicated public school teacher, I had become an Uncle Tom, that I was teaching a social and political and cultural and economic agenda, even a religious agenda, that I totally no longer agreed with. Not only that, I wasn't just teaching, I was forcing, I was coercing, I was using terroristic tactics unconsciously, we all did unconsciously, to subdue the children, to make them stop thinking freely, to make them stop believing in their own inner guidance system, to make them stop believing in themselves, to make them doubt their own perceptions of reality, and to turn them into little compliant, consumeristic, capitalistic clones. When I woke up, like Neo in the Matrix, I realized that I had to do something. And so what I did was I began to bring in ideas from quantum physics, metaphysical teachings, mystical teachings, positive thinking, the idea of optimistic frameworks, The idea that we're here to experience what the French call joie de vivre. We're actually here to enjoy life and not to be only laborers working in the workplace to struggle to get the money from the banksters who have the money and make the money and therefore put us in a position to have to get the money. It's crazy. It's just crazy. So actually the archetypal meaning of this is that in a way we're all in Uncle Tom's classroom, because we need to wake up and realize that as long as we're allowing our minds to be played with and our minds to be fooled and programmed, like he said in the network so brilliantly, as long as we are not fed up enough to stand up, get off our butts and say we're not going to take it anymore, then we're like in Brave New World. We're like Animal Farm. We're like the unawake people in The Matrix, who were actually battery packs for the agendas of the larger system, which they were not aware even existed, but which was using their energy, their life force, to keep their matrix, their agendas, their frameworks of reality into place. And that's what's happening right now. The political, economic, religious, social, cultural, all those frameworks are using each and every one of us to hold themselves as a matrix of control around this planet. So anyway, thank you for your great videos. Keep up the good work. Thank you for your message today, inviting me to enjoy your videos, because I myself am waking up from the mind control. And it takes a lot of courage to realize that the brain has been played with and is being played with even as we speak. I keep my television disconnected electronically, pulled out of the wall, because I've even heard that even a TV that's turned off has it's been fixed in a way that electronic vibrations can come out of it and program us while we're asleep. I mean, we are being told morning, noon, and night to be afraid of each other, to be afraid of life, to be afraid of for our very existence, to be afraid of each other. And that's the great tragedy of living in an Uncle Tom kind of bondage. This is based on Uncle Tom's Cabin, and of course Uncle Tom was a fictional character who was chained physically by iron chains to the plantation system of slavery. We are chained, or were chained, through our minds. We were chained as we were brought into the school system and into the organized churches. We were chained to their belief systems and told that we were not cosmic super selves, that we were not our own cosmic superheroes, which we know down deep. We knew as little children that we had the universal life force in us, whatever you want to call it. And then we were brainwashed out of it. So anyway, let's all wake up, and the cure for mind control, I believe, is enlightenment. It is waking up and realizing that as a cosmic super self, as a observer, as consciousness, as awareness, as I amness, we have ultimate freedom to choose our belief systems. We have ultimate freedom to decide to think and believe whatever it is we want to think and believe. I personally chose to leave the mainland for a while, to get as far away as I could into Polynesia, and I have found that it is actually easier to wake up here, and I've done some videos called Waking Up in Waikiki, which you might want to check out. Also, my book is online at Amazon.com, and also have a website, www.UncleTom'sClassroom. And keep up the good work. Keep those videos coming, because YouTube could very possibly be the way that we connect, all of us free thinkers who love freedom and believe in freedom. YouTube could be the very way that we wake up and begin to create this new spiritual revolution, which is the way that we can break free of the mind control and create this planet being the paradise it's supposed to be. Aloha, and have a great day.